Hi there, Dr. Elizabeth Hughes here. Thanks for joining me today. I am going to do something a little different today. As you can tell from the title, I'm going to be talking about the first thing you need to do to overcome fatigue. Really, the first thing you need to do to accomplish anything. But rather than tell you about it, I want you to experience it. So right now, go and find a piece of paper, blank piece of paper, two sides. Doesn't have to be huge, but enough so you can write, and something to write with, pencil, pen, crayon, whatever works for you. All right, so once you have that piece of paper, I want you to imagine for a moment that you suddenly get $1,000,000. Now, I'm going to give you about 30 seconds, dead air, like broadcasting nightmare here, but I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to write down everything that you might possibly want to do with that $1,000,000 that just dropped into your lap. You don't have to make a thorough list. It doesn't have to be everything. You don't have to make sure that it makes financial sense. Like, you can just make a list of as many things as you want. Okay, so you ready? 30 seconds, write down everything that you'd do if you suddenly got $1,000,000. About 10 more seconds. All right, that was about 30 seconds. I counted it in my head, but that was about 30 seconds there. Okay, now take a moment and look at that list. And then tell me, or don't tell, you can tell me what you think about it, but write down how you feel right now as you look at this list of things you could do with $1,000,000 that just came into your life magically. How does that feel to look at that list? How does that feel? Is it, you can just write that word down. I know when I do this, I feel excited and happy and full of potential and kind of a little giddy about it almost, for lack of a better word. Okay, so that's the end of the first part of the exercise. Turn the paper over, shake it off for a second, just stay loose. We're going to do another half of the exercise. Deep breath in, out, give another shake again, and we're going to start fresh. All right, on this second side of the paper, I want you to imagine that you had all the energy you possibly want. That whatever it is that's causing you to be tired, fatigued, run down, drained, draggy, whatever it is just went away. So take 30 seconds, again, I'll kind of count in my head, 30 seconds, and write down everything that you would do, starting now. About 10 more seconds. Okay, you can put your pencil down. Now, just like last time, you can write down or say aloud or just sort of feel, how does it feel to look at that list of things you do? How do you feel right now? Do you feel giddy and happy and excited the way you did when you imagined the $1,000,000? Or do you feel differently? Do you feel impossible, like it's an impossibility? Or do you feel kind of like, oh, that's never going to get there? Or like it's wishful thinking? How do you feel about those two things? And how did those two exercises vary and differ for you? And then a second question I have for you about the second exercise, to imagine you have all the energy you could want. How many times when you were writing something down did you say, oh no, that can't be. Oh no, that's never going to happen. Oh no. You might on the side of the paper with $1 million have 5 or 10 things listed. And on the other side, you might have 3 because you sort of talked yourself out of it. That is exactly the experience I would have had if someone had done this exercise with me 10 years ago. Here's the thing. Think about this. What do you think the likelihood is that you're going to have $1 million plop into your lap anytime in the next 12 weeks? Probably pretty low. I mean, maybe something will happen, lottery, some windfall, some big business venture will happen. Something might happen and $1 million might pop into your lap. But the odds are probably less than 1,000,000 to 1, right? Longer odds than that. But what if in 12 weeks you could actually get all of the energy you want and just overcome your fatigue? That's actually a real possibility. It is a real thing that can happen for you. Way, way, way more likely than the $1 million coming. The $1 million is wishful thinking. The energy, the overcoming fatigue can happen for you, and it can happen soon. Like it just, soon. 3 months from now, you could have built a fatigue-proof life. So here's the funny thing about health that most doctors and most forms of medicine don't talk about. What we think and what we imagine and what we envision for our health is the first step of accomplishing anything that happens for your health. I know that I read a lot of books about biographies and inspirational things about great athletes or great inventors or great business people who have done something, made something out of quote unquote nothing, right? And it always starts with this active envisioning with positive emotion. I know that I had it when I was going to medical school, or before I went to medical school. I, as a teenager, could see myself as a doctor in the future with this, I'm going to get there. I'm going to do it. It's going to be great. And it is great. But so many of us, when it comes to our health, kind of skip that part, that active, engaged, excited, imaginative phase. And we think, and we're told by regular doctors like me, or me in my former life, that that's not important. It's actually crucial. It's the place where any radical change, any radical transformation in your life always starts with what you feel in your gut about something, about the possibilities. So, I want to have this challenge for you. Think about what it would be like to get your energy back, and soon. See if you can get it to feel the same way the idea of getting $1 million comes, because your energy can come back. It is within your grasp 100%. You don't have to wait for some lottery or some miracle drug or something to come and give it to you. It's within you right now. All right, I'm going to leave you for today. Hey, thank you so much for watching, for doing this little exercise. I appreciate it, and I will see you all again really soon. Thanks so much, and bye for now.